beep, beep. Welcome to the court of the Edijester. Oh, I'm excited. We've got an exciting one for you all this morning. Here's some news we want to hear. Before that, come be a warrior teacher. If you can buy me a coffee, please do, or join my Substack. Anything you can do to help out would be gratefully appreciated. Trump admin freezes $175 million in University of Pennsylvania funding for letting trans athletes compete in women's sport. This is the content I live for, he says, and I hope that you will find it as joyous as I'm finding it. They don't like it. Up them. Now, we want to see this in the UK. You have to defund most of the universities of being stupid. So, this is by Josh Christensen, March 19th, 2025. Washington. The Trump administration is freezing $175 million in taxpayer funding to the University of Pennsylvania for defying the president's executive action, and continuing to let transgender athletes compete in women's sports. In other words, men. Continue to let men, this is New York Post, by the way, to let men compete in women's sports. The funding, get this is just glorious. Talk about this going to sting. The funding makes up nearly 1/5 of the Ivy League university's overall federal monies received last year. This is what you do, you see. You strangle them financially. These payments came from the Department of Defense and Department of Health and Human Services. A senior White House official confirmed to the Post, right? Glorious. University of Pennsylvania infamously permitted a male to compete on its women's swimming team, overturning multiple records hard-earned by women and granting the fully intact male access to the locker room, as if the fact that he'd been stupid enough to cut his bits off would have changed anything. It doesn't, right? The fully intact male. Okay? This is immediate proactive action to review discretionary funding streams to the universities. So this is the start. Oh, I want to see them tumble like dominoes. Promises made, promises kept. The White House Rapid Response account also posted on X on Wednesday. The funding freeze was first reported by Fox Business Network. The Democrats are going to be having a bloody meltdown, aren't they? An absolute meltdown. Now, UPenn is where that Leah Thomas bloke, right, was fannying about. Right? He's a pain in the neck. So that's where he was. He was part of that. University of Pennsylvania. So the University of Pennsylvania spokesperson told the Post it had not yet received any official notification or any details about the pause in funding, while adding, Penn has always followed NCAA and Ivy League policies regarding student participation on athletic teams. No, it wasn't me. It was the man above me. I'm not responsible. I was only following orders. So familiar? They whinge and whinge, don't they? These nasty little goblins. They whinge and whinge because they haven't got their own way. Now, we have been in the past, it says here. It keeps resetting itself, so excuse me, I have to keep going back down again to find it. We haven't been in the past and remain today in full compliance with the regulations that apply to not only Penn, but all of our NCAA and Ivy League peer institutions, the rep added. UPenn took roughly $1 billion in federal funds in 2024, but more taxpayer money could be at risk amid a separate probe by Trump's Department of Education into possible Title IX violations. It just gets better. So it's like, right, we're going to take money from you and we're going to do it this way. So what we'll do is, first of all, we'll take that as a deposit. Thank you very much. We're coming back for the rest. We're not giving up. We're going to take your money. That's what they're doing. It's absolutely glorious, right? So, Trump, 78, signed an executive order titled Keeping Men Out of Women's Sport on February the 5th before these investigations were launched. The elite school became the centre of the controversy over transgender athlete participation after one of its male swimmers changed genders and joined the women's team before going on to win an NCAA Division I title. Trans swimmer, lying, hulking man, Leah Thomas, won the women's 500-yard freestyle because he's a cheating swine, right? See how it keeps resetting? It's weird. New York Post pages are weird, right? So trans swimmer Leah Thomas won the women's 500-yard freestyle after transitioning he didn't transition to anything. He's just a bloke. Thomas also went on to tie fifth place against University of Kentucky female swimmer Riley Gaines, one of the stalwart fighters in the USA against this garbage. Go Riley, who has since become an outspoken opponent of trans athlete inclusion, of men's inclusion. right? An outspoken opponent is not what it is. Has since become very concerned about women's rights in regards to men pretending to be women, wanting to be included in everything so they can satisfy their bloody fetish. That's what it really means, isn't it? That's what it really means, isn't it? That's right, isn't it? I got that right? Have I got it right? I think I have. I'm sure you'll tell me. 3 years ago, to the day, I raced and tied a man at the DINCAA Championship in the 200 freestyle. Gaines posted Wednesday on X, reminding us of what happened to Riley when this horrible bloke swam. Today, the Trump administration paused 175 million in federal funding to University of Pennsylvania for this reason. Serendipitous. Former Penn female swimmers Grace Estabrook, Margaret Kazarowski, and Ellen Holmquist also filed a federal lawsuit against their alma mater last month. It's just glorious, right? Now, we need to see more of this, and I've got the funny feeling that under old Pumpy Trumpy, that we may well do, right? Because he's going to take them on. He's going to take them all on. Doge is doing great work. They found millions and millions of pounds being spent on this nonsense. And there was another thing that came out today about Europe still spending a lot of nonsense on gender, which I covered. Do you remember? So we have to start asking ourselves the question: why won't this just go away? It's because the public just won't. The public need to wake up, so that when this is brought up by somebody in power, they're so worried about what the public are going to say that they won't dare do it. Right. So we've had that, which is great news. Want a bit more? Wes Streeting has stopped the NHS changing the children's gender on their records, but he said that we must look after the non-binary and trans people and respect their identities. Never, not as long as I'm alive on this earth, which may end at any moment. Never, right? Never. I'm not even tolerating it. I'm not tolerating sex frauds running around pretending they're something they're not. I'm not doing it. Right? Non-binary. And then you got some woman from Coronation Street. She used to play a woman in, what was she in? Dinner Ladies. Do you remember? She was in Dinner Ladies, yeah. She thought a turkey baster was a job. Right? Somebody said they were inseminated with a turkey baster. She thought it was a job. Somebody had slept with a turkey baster. She played a really stupid woman. Anita, that was it. Anita in Dinner Ladies. She's a great actress. She's a really good actress. But now she thinks she's non-binary. And she's about 58. It's like, that's just embarrassing, isn't it? If you're doing shit like that when you're 58, there's something wrong with your head, isn't there? She's 58 having a midlife crisis. Bit late on the midlife crisis, love. So it's all happening. It's all happening, but we keep fighting. You know why? Because it's the only thing that we can do. We have to keep going whatever happens. I'm now going to go and see my warrior teachers. So bye-bye to you, and then I'm finished for a while. Looking forward to a nice rest. See you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.